You know what Dak said? He goes, someday I want to grow up and marry a girl just as pretty as London Tipton.
Macaulay Culkin is getting candid. In a rare interview with Sean Evans on the August 7th episode of Hot Ones, the 44-year-old actor peeled back the curtain on life as a dad, his relationship with Brenda Song, and talked about Home Alone. The actor rarely does interviews, but explained to Sean why he wanted to come on the show.
Seems really, really goofy, and I'm a big fan of goof. So yeah, I was like, yeah, let's I'm down to clown around is really what it is. Like, yeah,
that's the wavelength that I like.
Yeah. So yeah, no, honestly, it was kind of just like, yeah, I was like, I wanted to test my mettle. You know, yeah, I think that's a big thing too. It's kind of like, oh, let me see how I can do on this show.
While Macaulay was conquering the wings of death, he revealed his kids have no idea he's famous. In fact, they don't even recognize Brenda when they watch The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
My kids have no idea that me and Brenda are famous. They see Mama on TV. 'Cause when she's not around, I put on Sweet Life. Just saying. And I'm like, oh, you know, I said, oh yeah, no, I showed them some Sweet Life. And you know what Dak said? He goes, someday I want to grow up and marry a girl just as pretty as London Tipton. Yeah, I was like, I was like, yep.
And although Macaulay is aware his kids have famous parents, he wants to try to keep their life as normal as possible.
They are thoroughly unimpressed that we're on TV and stuff like that. It's like, I just don't want them to get
I want to stretch
mired.
that time out as much as you
I don't want them to get mired by all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not intending to raise a Nepo baby, no matter how much they're going to be like that, you know?
The actor also gave fans tips on what to not do when they see a celebrity on the street.
Don't follow me to the bathroom. Don't do that. Because I know they're like, oh, I have you alone. And it's like, yeah. And also I got my dick in my hand. Like, you know, just like, don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? That just seems like etiquette. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, why do I have to teach you that? You know, yeah. Here's the thing, is that, you know, you kind of brought it up. It's like, I've been famous like virtually my entire life. I take my kids to school. And the other kids go, that's Dak and Carson's dad. And I'm dad famous there. And I want to keep that up. You know, even if it's just temporary, even if it's just an illusion, I've never felt more famous, more complete famous than that. So yeah. So like I said, I try to keep up, at the very least, keep up the illusion. So don't approach celebrities when they're at the dinner table. Don't go take them to the bathroom, and never do it in front of their kids. Because even if they're cool with it, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
The 44-year-old also fact-checked some Home Alone fan theories, including if Buzz's girlfriend in the movie was actually a boy wearing makeup.
As far as I know, yes. I mean, you have to ask Chris, but like that's what I was told. But yes, no, apparently, yes, that was the gag. And also because I was 9 years old, they pretty much glued all the rest of those pages together.
That's what I was gonna say, like the Playboy, right? It was glued together so you wouldn't see any
like,
boobs when
we
you're
don't
thumbing through it.
We don't want to expose the kid. Look at him. And like, nothing I haven't seen before.
Macaulay also revealed his stunt double in the film was in fact a 30-year-old man.
Yeah, his name was Larry. And I saw him in the wardrobe department for the first time. And so, you know, he's like, you know, I get changed and I walk out and there's this guy, Larry, dressed exactly like me. Because we're both trying on the same outfit. And I'm like, oh, hey, Larry, how you doing? And he goes, hey, I'm doing good. Well, hey, I'm Larry, stunt guy. And he kind of like looks at me and goes, how old do you think I am? And I go, oh, that's a loaded question. I know he's much older than me because I was 9. So I was loaded. I go, 13? Much older than me. And he goes, he thought that was funny. So yeah, so he, I remember my favorite, like my memory of Larry, he's climbing the shelf. He's climbing the shelf, trying to reach that thing at the top, and the whole shelf collapsed. It was vicious that first take. It was vicious. And then they do it again, and there's another take. And just boom, and they didn't like the way everything felt. And they do it again, and they do it again, and they do it again. And I'm going, please take it easy on Larry. He's only 13 years old.
He also revealed what lines he actually improvised from the beloved franchise.
Is it true that you improvised the line, "You guys give up, are you thirsty for more"?
No, not that one. No, that was in the script. What was one of the ones that was improv? When I was at the grocery store, it's like, where are your parents, this and that. Like, there was a lot of that, and it's like, why won't you tell me? It's because you're a stranger. Like, yeah, that one was mine. So I did a lot of that kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, again, if you let me off the leash, yeah, sure. I like to dork around, like, yeah. But yeah. I did what I was told, like a good little boy.
Macaulay also shared a memory he has with Joe Pesci on set.
Is it true that Joe Pesci deliberately kept his distance from you because he wanted you to think that he was mean?
That's what I heard. But, I can see why he was kind of like, oh, I want to scare the kid. I want to be scary. Just remember kind of sitting there, he goes, how you doing, kid? I go, you know what? I'm actually tired. I haven't been home in like 4 or 5 months. He goes, I've been home in 3 years. I was like, oh, I didn't really realize this was a dick measuring contest. But yeah, I guess you beat the 10-year-old, Joe Pesci.
He then hilariously explains why he thinks Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone.
I got paid more. I think I own 5% of the net, and also 15% of the merchandising. So if you buy a Talk Boy, I'm like, yeah, I'll take 15% of that. Thank you very much. By the way, buy a Talk Boy this Christmas.
After starring in countless films, Macaulay retired from acting at age 14. He returned to the industry in 2003 with his film Party Monster. When looking back at that time, he says there is one role he regrets missing out on.
I was retired for at least a big chunk of that, for at least like 6 or 7 years of that. Like just went to high school. I got married way too young, things like that, And I was actually pretty good at like reading. I was kind of voraciously reading through the scripts, but there was a couple that slipped through. And I remember about 2 years later, kind of clearing out the house, like that, throwing out the old scripts. And I saw, it's like the one that I didn't read was Rushmore. And I was like, oh, dang. Like, I probably could have done that one. Yeah. Although, I mean, I can't imagine anyone but Schwartzman doing that part. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, man, like that would have been a ball on a biscuit, that one,
He also explained why he ranks My Girl as one of his least favorite movies.
It's probably because I died. I'm dead. I still get phone calls. I mean, it's becoming less and less often, but I still get phone calls. It's usually from a girl or a woman, and it's like, I have like a voicemail or two, where it's kind of, hey, Mac, I just saw My Girl, and I know this is really weird. I just want to make sure you're okay. I know. I know you're not Thomas J. I just want to make sure you're alive. And it's like, that used to happen like at least like 2 times a year.
It's a movie that endures.
I still do, can't see a thing without his glasses. Like, just like, oh, like, just like, yep. But yeah, no, I'm trying to think of how many movies I died in.
Macaulay is the second Culkin brother to take on the wings of death, and he gave a special shout out to his brother Kieran during the episode.
But yeah, no, I'm actually proud to hear that he took it all the way to the end.
He set a high bar.
Yeah. Well, I'm just generally proud of him because between me and him, we have exactly 1 Oscar, so it's great. Like, yeah.